Good people. I know y'all see the time and like, what's going on? Life be life and y'all, but don't matter, man. We here. Just be happy about that, man. Y'all see who I got with me. I got me young Melvin Pete right there. Got him right there with for y'all. And gotta start with the breaking news in the NFL, Melvin Pete.
Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, Jesus.
After I had a great day of watching football on Sunday. Shout out to my nephew, Kobe. Now y'all
Yeah.
see why I was so high on the guy. The man got busy
You
on
gotta be.
on Christmas Day.
That's your
Two
team.
interceptions, pick six. I mean, again, he's the reason I'm there, everybody. He's the reason I'm there. So
Well, we know what the real reason is, but that no, we shout out to 14. But we know it's we know what it really is why you're a fan, but shout
yeah,
out to
because
14.
of Kobe. All about Kobe. All
Oh,
about Kobe. If he had been drafted by Chicago, I'd be a Bears fan. If he had been
oh,
drafted by whoever, I was gonna be their fan. All about Kobe. All
oh,
about Kobe.
all right.
All about Kobe. But
Yep.
good thing about it, my folks was able to get out there and get to him, put hands and love on him yesterday. So he showed out with the fam and attendance, man. So I mean,
What a great win. What a great pickoff. The pickoff itself was pretty. Um,
which
and
one of them?
everything.
Both of them. I mean,
Both
I,
of them.
I,
Yeah,
I
both of
like
them.
the first one better than the second one. I mean,
Oh,
even
you
though
do
the second one went for a pick six. I
right.
mean, but
But I like the acrobatics. I like the acrobatics on that. I think that was the first.
yeah, the first one, and this was funny. I'm telling you how funny life is full circle. So real quick, Kobe was a quarterback in high school. He's a state championship winning quarterback high school at Lamar High School in South Carolina. His favorite quarterback, he was growing up, Russell Wilson.
Well, let that sink in, boy.
You can't make this stuff up.
Don't even call that man name, boy. Don't
The
even call that
dreams
man
do
name.
come true. But speaking of Russell Wilson,
I cook better than him.
Nathaniel Hackett, it's official. He doesn't get to make it through the season after week 15, after Christmas Day. He gets
Yeah.
the pink slip today. Were you shocked when you saw the news come down that Nathaniel Hackett no longer has a job in the NFL?
Yeah, a little shocked, but a little shocked in a different reason. Though. I was a little shocked that I felt like Russell Wilson got him fired, but that just me. But I did see some things that made him be in question. But I seen some things that he was doing at Denver that just was in question. But when we talked about Russell Wilson coming in here and putting that what they call that perfume over that stinkiness, he wasn't spraying no perfume. So that highlighted more of Hackett being the guy that's going to take the fall. Also, we also know that this league by owners, the coaches are going to get the hack before players, depending on the situation. Coaches are going to be under fire more than players. The players are my investment. I pay you to develop them. I said the guy is a good guy. He can throw the ball. He can do all these great things. You make it happen, coach. And when the coach don't do it, whether it's the coach's fault or the player fault, then the coach is gonna take the fall. So shocked because I'm shocked differently. But then at the end of the day, it is what it is. You ain't gonna let Russell Wilson go, and that marriage is not a cute marriage. It's not a cute marriage.
Yeah, little deeper dive. So really, one of the main reasons they tell you Hackett was hired because they really thought that they had a chance to get Aaron Rodgers. That was the whole plan.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Originally. So it's
Right.
like you bring his coach in, and then you bring
You got your guy.
Aaron. So that didn't work. So now the GM felt like, okay, boom, I gotta go get who quote unquote probably the best signal caller out there in the game.
Right.
Uriah, get it off, Uriah, get it off. That's why we're here.
Don't start talking.
you bring Russ in, and I really think nobody saw it being this bad.
No.
Nobody saw it being this bad. But if you just look at yesterday was a culmination of the frustration that's been going on in this organization all season. You got two different fights on the sideline. You got
crazy.
You got Randy Gregory, who is a menace. People were wondering why the Cowboys let him go. That's why the Cowboys let him go right there, because of the foolishness that he I mean, he's never been right while he's been in the NFL, but this is why you have to judge character, weight character over talent, because he's been a troubled guy. It's gonna spill over, and so this thing was just a mess, and it really and truly was too much for Nathaniel Hackett to handle. This was Denver's third straight first-year head coach. They're definitely not going to go down that path as they prepare to hire a new coach. But it was just a bad mix. And, talking to my people out of Denver today, one of the biggest issues that people are talking about is how Russ not really trusting the coach staff, but Russ got so many people in his ear telling him, don't run, protect the brand and all these things. I think back to yesterday when they put the camera on him and he was trying to talk to his teammates and he had the football over his mouth it's like, dude, just be a human. Like, who cares if somebody hear what you say? Somebody needs to hear what you're saying.
But see, that was the most idiotic thing I saw too, because is the football there to block your lips from the camera, or is the football there to muffle the sound and muffle?
No, it's everything with Russell is all about the brand, and that's one of the things that everybody's been talking about. Like, and I was telling you how this summer talking to my boy Nick Ferg. Nick covered the team out there as well, and Nick talked about how the dude got armored security at practice. Like, why you with your teammates? Like, why? Go be a regular dude. This guy, everything with him is an act. Everything with him is about. I mean, nothing is natural with him,
right?
And I think that's one of the biggest issues in his leadership style.
I think I totally agree with you, and I do. But you know what? Pete, I give credit to Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll masked a lot of this attitude and all of this stuff we don't know about Russ. He masked a lot of that stuff.
Well, he had true leadership on the team with the Legion of Boom. That defense carried him. That defense carried him. And once you got rid of them, then you got to see the real Russ.
You got to see the BS. So yeah, winning does cure a lot of stuff. Now, winning and then a championship, you did get a championship. On top of that, do cure a lot of things. You can overlook stuff.
But Russ didn't win that championship.
He didn't
win the championship, and the running game won that championship. Russ just was the facilitator. He was just the quarterback. The next season, where you ask him to be the quarterback, you lose it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, all fair points. I think I'm not even disagreeing with you in no kind of way. I mean, like I say, when the quarterback do good for an organization, he get all the praise, even if it wasn't him. If he do bad, he's gonna get all the blame if the organization lose. So that's just what comes with being a quarterback for a franchise. So really, I'm kind of saying that more or less than really getting to the nitty gritty. We understand Beast Mode and Legion Boom were the catalyst for that whole thing, but the Seahawks and Russell Wilson, and then, when it's good, we call that name. That's his name. When it's bad, you call his name again. I agree with you totally 1,000%. But I didn't see this type of diva-ish attitude. And I don't know if it was already there when he was at the Seahawks. Couldn't see that. I didn't see all. I knew you would see error.
I saw it.
You saw it. But
Richard Sherman tried to tell you. Like, they told you what was going on.
Well, Richard was trying to let us know that this dude.
It wasn't just him. Everybody you listen to was trying to tell you. But this again, and this is why I try to tell all you guys all the time, you have to be more objective. See, again, when you looked at everything through rose-colored glasses, you're going to see it the way you want to see it. It's like all these memes everybody try to put out now. Everybody will create a meme to fit their narrative.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it's not fact based, but that's why y'all got me. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
And then another thing too. But now part of this stuff too. Now, Russ did have the ability to throw the ball. His numbers. Let's talk about the numbers and just talk about him on the field, getting the ball from under center, throwing the ball down the field, and getting touchdowns to interception ratio. He was playing away a lot better in Seattle. This person,
but his play been declining the last 2 years.
It's showing like a mug.
Again,
I don't even know who he is.
It was right there in your face again. Okay. He's been playing bad the last 2 years. But again, when you got rose-colored glasses on and you just hear everybody talk about Russ Elite, Russ should win the MVP. No, he shouldn't. It's a reason he hadn't. It's a reason that a lot of teams were like, when he was getting ready to hit the market, it wasn't no market for Russ.
Yeah,
for Russ. Denver was competing against themselves. When you really think about it, nobody was checking for Russell Wilson like that because people actually watched the tape and they actually saw that his play was declining.
Yeah.
It was. So Uriah say, do you see anybody that'll take Denver job? Yes, dude. It's only 32 of these jobs. Yeah. Somebody will get the job. Somebody will take the job because the job comes with $5 million payday. That's going to be a huge raise for some guy. The question is, can somebody come in and feel like they can fix Russ? Because you stuck with Russ for about 2 years.
Well, I think one person can fix him, but I don't know if he want that job. I don't know if it's sweet enough for him.
Who?
And Sean Payton. I feel like
Sean Payton can't take the job again. Y'all don't read. Y'all don't listen.
He can't take the.
He's already said that Vic Fangio is his defensive coordinator. Who just fired Vic Fangio?
Okay, so yeah, but no,
Denver just fired Vic Fangio. Fangio not going back to Denver.
Yeah, okay.
So Sean Payton not taking that job, and plus Sean Payton want a young quarterback. He don't want somebody old and done been. He don't want that. So again, y'all people just be throwing names out. That's not gonna work. The name that's probably going to work is Dan Quinn. Watch Dan Quinn because Dan Quinn has a relationship with Russell Wilson. Yep. He'll be able to hire an offensive coordinator, and I mean because he knows Russ, he will collab with Russ probably to find who could be the best offensive coordinator for Russ. That's gonna be the name that everybody's gonna. You're gonna hear a lot of. Sean Payton is not taking that job.
I don't think. I don't know if it's even gonna be lucrative enough for Sean Payton based on the pedigree Sean Payton got in place. So my first thing was
to get Sean Payton. People forget Sean Payton is still under contract in New Orleans. So he has 2 more years on the contract. So for you to get Sean Payton, you got to give up draft capital. And guess what? Denver don't have that because they gave it all away to get Russell Wilson. Everybody stop just throwing out names. It don't work like that. Well, understand what's going on. But that's why y'all got me. That's why I'm here.
Hey, look, just let Russ cook and ride.
Well, he riding and I put it out there earlier today. If I'm those guys, if I'm Denver, I just tell Russ, man, go on take the rest of the year off. Go on take the rest of the year off, my dog. And we're gonna go with whoever. We're gonna go with whatever, and we're gonna ride off to the sunset.
I agree with I kind of almost agree with that. It's a lot of I probably agree with that. You can't get up off of him. You gave him a boatload of money. So now you pretty much stuck with him right now for at least 2 years, at least 2 more years. This year, next year and the year after. Yeah. And then you can start doing whatever you want to do. So you stuck with him. And I'm with you. Take off, go be with your family, and just get your thoughts and things in order. And then we're going to come up with a plan for you for next year.
Yeah. Well,
he looked bad. He looked bad, man. He looked bad yesterday.
He didn't look bad all season.
He been looking bad all season, but
what is that about? He looked bad yesterday.
I said, what is he doing? It's like that it wasn't something before the hell.
Hey, Ruben say all the Panthers gonna keep Wilkes. They should keep Wilkes. Some telling me that there's gonna be some BS in that thing. Listen,
they're like Raheem Morris.
I hope the man get the job. I hope the man. I mean, he's from Charlotte. They played much better. He went in with the same roster.
Yep.
That clown had. They got fired.
Yep. Right.
Before he went to Nebraska. And Wilkes is winning with this roster. He got people believing. So I don't know. We all know he should get the job, but we know how this thing goes.
We know how it goes. We had Raheem Morris. Raheem Morris. We had him in our building. We didn't promote him.
Uriah say Russ ain't been the science of future put in. So we gotta talk about these Falcons.
Oh man.
We gotta talk about these Falcons. First and foremost, the good thing, you don't have to worry about playoffs.
Nope.
With this loss on Sunday, it all but took the Falcons out of any playoff contention. So they're done. So now you can focus on The future moving forward. And I'm gonna say this real quick, everybody, because I see what y'all out here trying to do with the Desmond Ritter thing. I see what y'all trying to do, and I'm not gonna let y'all wiggle out of it. But the thing that everybody has to understand, and this for any young quarterback in the NFL, evaluators will tell you really need 20 to 25 starts to truly see where your quarterback is. So in 2 games, you're not gonna see what Desmond really gonna be, because it's gonna be a roller coaster. Because you got to see how he adjusts the game plan, then how game plans adjust to him, and then how he makes the adjustment. That's why a lot of times you see quarterbacks, they come in, they hot. Year 2 is like a roller coaster. Then year 3, they kind of level off.
I'm with you on that.
You gotta give the quarterback, most scouts, most GMs will tell you 25 stars is that barometer. You can get a good idea of
I'm so far with you on. I'm with you on it.
But everybody, y'all have to stop being, and that's why I tell y'all. So what all y'all need to do on Sundays, everybody, especially fans, put y'all phone down. Don't even post during the game. Because one, y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Y'all sound retarded. And y'all sound retarded because you're hard in it. I keep telling y'all, you're hard in it. Y'all can't clearly see what's going on. And when you're hard in it, because some of y'all that said so much crazy stuff, Melvin Pete, that you can't come back from what you said. So a lot of times, just shut up. Shut up. Don't type paragraphs trying to go, because you sound crazy, because you be typing and saying so much stuff that you don't even remember what you said.
I remember.
So everybody, no, you don't. You don't. And you prove it every time. That's why a lot of times, the next 2 weeks, all of y'all, put your damn phone out. Don't y'all post nothing during the game. Nothing. Just drink, eat, and be merry.
Yes.
Terrence Albritton, you not getting Lamar Jackson. Let me kill that right quick. Everybody,
I know
Lamar Jackson is not coming to Atlanta because the Baltimore Ravens have 2 franchise tags waiting on Lamar. The only reason Deshaun Watson made it to the market is because he had 50 lawsuits on him. And Terrence, you need to be riding the Incredible Hulk. You riding King Kong and all stuff. Go ride a real ride. Go ride. That's what you go do.
What's up, Terrence? Hey, I'm gonna let you too. I'm gonna text you later on, boy.
Yeah, that's what you do. You go ride the Hulk, Terrence. That's what you do.
Listen, make sure ain't nobody gonna wiggle out of it. I think you're right about the number of stars that a quarterback should probably be able to figure out what you really drafted, what you truly drafted. I actually, and we all, me, Uriah, and we the U's, so I'm gonna point back to me, the U's, probably want to see them a lot earlier than what we did, even though we know we're not a very good ball club. And Mariota was, quote unquote, doing enough to probably say, oh, the Falcons in the playoffs. Now, I get it. Go to the playoffs, all the records go back to 0. So we 0 is 0. But me and you both know the Falcons are not a very good team to go move real far through the playoffs. So yeah, all I'm gonna do is say, make sure you were right, but the Falcons made the playoffs. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm like, make sure you were smart. You killed Mariota and you made the playoffs. Now you're gonna look at me like, boy, if y'all gotta see these Cowboys, or y'all gotta see these 49ers, if y'all gotta see these Eagles, y'all gonna get y'all ass smashed. So what I'm telling you,
well, first of all, I don't talk like that. I ain't talked like that in 2 years. I am a professional.
Oh, okay.
My feelings ain't attached like y'all.
But we're not a very good ball club, Maceo. Let's just be honest. We're not
you are what you are.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to make too much of my overthinking that what you're telling me and trying to make me understand. I'm just saying we're not a very good ball club. It is good to go to playoffs. Yay, with the playoff. Yay. And then, Mariota did it, so he's the next Tannehill. His career came back. No, that's not the case.
Those things are not true. Those things are not true.
Well, good. So what we were hoping that we could see this 3rd round pick, who a lot of people question. A lot of people in Southwest Atlanta don't know who Desmond Ritter is. Yeah. A lot of people don't know who Desmond Ritter is.
That's why all y'all need to put y'all phones down.
So
y'all need to do. Y'all just need to stop critiquing the game because y'all don't know nothing.
So guess what? You're right. And so Terry Bunton, Arthur Smith said, this could be our guy. at the third, because I really felt we could have picked somebody else. That's all I'm saying. To help this defense, our defense is, listen, they were doing some analysis about our defense and talking about our secondary. They were like, well, AJ needs somebody on the other side to help him out. Because this secondary is horrible. And I was like, well, I've been telling y'all that. I've been telling you that. And we had opportunities to get somebody to help that defense out. Erica I'm going to give her credit, even though she your bestie, like y'all both went to Mays or something. Erica said all the time, we need to get the defense together. The defense. I've been the one talking about offense. Y'all are right. Defense are. So I just thought I didn't understand why we picked Desmond Ridder in the third round just because he's on the board. I just didn't get that pick.
You picked because you needed a quarterback.
Well, I know we needed, but we
needed a quarterback.
Yeah, but get what? We're in the same predicament again, Maceo. Like you just said, 25 stars to let you know we're in the same predicament. Whatever we look at Desmond Ridder for these next 2 games, now you in the draft again. Now you passed on the quarterbacks all because you kept Matt Ryan until you messed that thing up with Deshaun Watson, and that got sour in Matt Ryan's and everybody's mouth. So now you're in the same predicament again. We're in no man's land. Do we believe in Desmond Ridder, or do we now say, all right, we got CJ, we got Stride out there, we got what's the name out of Alabama? What you gonna do? Are you gonna go ahead and turn this draft class down and believe in this third round pick?
Time out. Let me break y'all heart right quick. Bryce Young and CJ Stroud are not the type quarterbacks that Arthur Smith is looking for.
So here we go.
So if you're looking for a quarterback that he like a Will Levis type quarterback. So all you Falcon fans, y'all need to start doing your homework on Will Levis. Okay. Will Levis is the updated version of Ryan Tannehill. That's what Arthur Smith likes. So I need to start getting your mind on Will Levis. That's what y'all need to start looking at.
Well, we might have to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, that's what you got to do. This again, I'm telling y'all what y'all need to do. But y'all trying to tell me what y'all want. Well, it ain't what y'all want. It's what Arthur Smith like and what he want. Him and Terry. And they got to get a quarterback who fit his system. And guess who fit his system? Will Levis at Kentucky. But meanwhile,
but now Will Levis at Kentucky.
Do what?
Yeah, I like Kentucky. I like him. He all right with me. He's okay.
Y'all, Southwest Atlanta ain't gonna like the one. He ain't black.
No, I know
that. He can run, but y'all gonna say he ain't athletic enough. Cause that's how y'all do.
No, long as he can run. Long as he can move. He got to move. He just got to move. That's it. We don't want no. Listen, make sure stop doing that. You be throwing that stuff out there real quick, like we want.
No, I don't. Listen,
we just need to be mobile.
I've been telling y'all forever. Y'all just don't listen.
All right,
say he ain't putting this phone down because he see what's going on. you see what you want to see. But I'm telling y'all what they talking about and what they got going on. So again, do y'all homework on Will Levis. Will Levis is the guy who's gonna probably be the next Falcon quarterback. If y'all go
quarterback. Well, but like you say, we ain't got 25 stars, and Desmond Ridder has been living up to some of the scouting reports. I've been reading some of the scouting reports. He's a late starter. He's been that way when he was a Bearcat. They say he starts the game off, he's too zinged up, and the throws, his accuracy is just not he don't have good accuracy, especially in the beginning of the game. But then when he settled down, they said the same thing that we seen in these past 2 games he played, that when he settled down, then he starts to dial in a little bit more. I'm going with you and Erica on this about these play calls. Ooh, they were very evident yesterday to me, to a point where it was so evident that I'm giving you and Erica credit about what is going on. Especially, we had one play. It didn't have nothing to do really Desmond Ridder per se, but we did a play call where we did a sweep on a third and one to Cordell Patterson. You know the Ravens run sideline to sideline. They've been stopping all that sweep left, sweep right. You can't run sweep left, sweep right on no Ravens. And but listen, with your boy from Georgia and Queen, you run the sweep left, sweep right. And they was like, did you call that play, Mr. Arthur Smith, offensive genius? So I'm giving y'all flowers. Y'all got the flowers. The play calling was something to be like, dang, you ain't even get the boy started right. The boy already, scouting report says he starts off slow. So you got to do what you said, the other point, screen passes, dump off pass, stuff, some high-low combinations, and throw it to the short man. I mean, all those things you were saying, those need to be done first. He just opened up the offense. He like, well, we think he can make the throw, so we're just gonna let him throw the ball in the middle of the field and throw what we call play for Mariota. We're just gonna let him do it. I'm like, why would you do that? This your guy. Make your guy look good. Don't prove to Southwest Atlanta that you should have kept Mariota now, because we know Mariota not the future. So make your guy look good, so we know you and Terry Fontenot did your homework on this young man, and he's the man for us. That's all we saying. Ain't nobody wiggling.
Well, you're right. I say once again, front office, we dropped the ball on Watson. You did not drop the ball on Watson. Cleveland just gave him
we ain't
ridiculous amount of money. And so, again,
we dropped the ball on Fields. I'm going to say that
nobody was going to give Watson guaranteed money. Everybody who was in the Watson sweepstakes told him that we'll give you 2 years and a possible.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
He wanted and he wanted it all guaranteed. So Cleveland was the only team that did it. Now, what Deshaun finding out is, hey, he should have been better at geography. It's because he's not an outdoor cold weather quarterback.
He should have took what we should have took our deal. Falcon fan could have sat down till he got this little situation straight with the his off the field stuff. We'd have sat and waited that if we know, we'd have sat and waited. He should have took the deal that we gave him. But hey, look, I can't count no man money in the pockets. Just like Kyler Murray, he done got hurt, but his bag already secure. So I can't tell a young man's future and what they're doing for their mamas and pops and aunties and all their relatives to have wealth. So anyway, I don't think I'm not on Uriah's side with that part of with the Watson, but I am gonna stick over this. We had Fields. I don't care if you did get the unicorn at 1. You could have jumped back in just like you did Julio Jones.
That boy crazy.
I'm just saying we got the unicorn, y'all. We got the unicorn.
Yeah, you got the unicorn. Yeah,
you got unicorn. So we could have jumped back in before the Chicago pick and just gave up the farm and got Fields. Now you got the unicorn and you got Fields, and work with that because Fields fit your offense too. Now Mariota can't throw just if y'all think Mariota can throw, and then y'all don't think Fields can. But Fields can't throw. I don't understand. They none of them just like no Patrick Mahomes. Mariota ain't no Patrick Mahomes. You
shouldn't even put all their names in the same sentence, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk about Chris Lindstrom, your only Pro Bowler. He's the catalyst for the running game. Most of the effective Falcon running plays always going to the right, always going his way. So got to give a big kudos to old Chris Lindstrom, man. He continues to he grades out great every week. Pro Football Focus, they love the guy. Hey, it is what it is, man. So shout out to that dude.
Shout out to Lindstrom. That was a good pick. Everybody started off a little slow, but they rookies and they going up against real dogs that been in the game. But he has showed that he is what we saw he was in college. And what's so fun about you said the right side? Well, I know about that too because I've been trying to do a little something with his running game and what we calling plays to the left and to the right. And that Cardell pass play, we went to the left, obviously. Well, I got to probably blow it up, but anyway, I need to man. Why are we doing? We killing ourselves, boy. But we killing ourselves, boy. And I don't know. Yeah. Pro Football Focus got grade our offensive line, especially the right side, very high. Yep. And shout out to them. Yep. Keeping that run game up. And Tyler Algier, he's growing on people, man. He's growing on people. He's growing on people like Freeman kind of busted in on. Well, to me, no, he's growing on me.
His vision, he got work on his vision. He be running into people back too much for me. I've been noticing that a lot of his runs. But see again. But y'all don't watch the
I'm cool with he got work. First of all, he's a rookie. But guess what? I like that.
He's a running back. Running backs gotta have vision.
Well, that's very paramount in a running back.
And he be running into people back. He missed 2 runs that he could have probably potentially hit a home run. Because 1, he wasn't patient. He didn't let the thing develop. And then 2, he just got this insatiable knack. He think he gotta cut everything back so fast. Sometimes he gotta ride the hole and then get out there. But he'll learn. He'll learn.
Well, guess what? For the past 2 weeks, I know they called the plays for Cordell and they called the plays for him. They may got different plays. They got plays. Cardell probably got the same plays because both of them are nice slash type runners, which I like. But Cardell, for some reason, is just not. He's not getting in. Either they keying in on him too hard, or they call a play to that left side where it's weak.
Well, they making Cardell. So what a lot of people doing to the running game now, they sitting in the A gap, and they forcing everything to spill. And that's why a lot of times Cordero running sideways longer now, because when you run in the zone, in the inside zone, is designed to press A, and then your back either cut it or once he get through the hole, then he find his magic.
Then find a way, right?
So what teams are basically now doing, they sitting they nose in the A.
So you ain't no
sideways. They like, dog, ain't nothing coming to hill.
Ain't nothing coming back down the hill.
Force you to jump a hole over or jump 2 holes over.
Or
so now,
or go all the way out.
Yeah, so once you run it sideways, I mean, that's what any defense wants to do. You ain't got shoulder squat. And that's why zone is ran in the A gap, because it's giving my back a head start. And also when we zone stepping, all I need that linebacker to take one wrong step and we out the back door.
Right.
Teams are not doing that, and that's just scouting, everybody. Them other people, I keep telling y'all, other people get a check too. They get a check too.
Yeah, they get a check. They smart now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I'm learning that I think Arthur Smith is bullish and bullheaded. I think he thinks the way he goes about how he gonna do is how he gonna do. And I think he feel like, hey, guess what? I drafted you, I picked you, we're gonna do the work, lift the weights and do all we need to do is training, and we're gonna run the plays that I call. I think that's what I think he's showing me that he kind of bullheaded.
Well, because I told y'all that last year. I mean,
because I haven't really seen.
Again, what I know. What I know.
You know stuff. We did. Sometimes Hollywood head get big, and so we got to.
Hollywood head always big. Hey, I can't swell my head down because don't nobody outwork me. I talk my shit because don't nobody outwork me. Y'all ain't doing what I'm doing. But anyway, another shout out to my guy AJ Terrell. AJ Terrell, even though he's not having the season that he had last year, he's still consistently, when you need a play in the secondary, AJ is making the play. I know he gave up the one long pass to Roberts.
That was it, though.
He didn't miss a tackle this entire game. He's always he's probably one of the best corners in the NFL when they do decide to play zone. And he understands, okay, that ball ain't going there. He fall back in that area right there, and he make it real difficult for quarterbacks to make that throw in that hole over there. So, man, AJ Terrell, shout out to AJ.
My guy, shout out to him. I'm kudos to that. Add on to it. He played a Pro Bowl tight end, wide receiver / whatever you want to call him, hybrid. He played that boy a Pro Bowler. And AJ stuck with him. And even on that one he gave up, I see how he kind of gave it up, but he pushed him a little bit. He nudged him a little bit to create the separation. And that's how he got the separation on the people. If you got to look at the replay or whatever, you'll see that little nudge. And so it kind of slowed him down.
Good stat for AJ. In his last, I wrote this down. In the last 6 games, he's only given up 1 touchdown in the last 6 games. So he had a rough start. I think teams were like, man, we finna try him. We even just let him hang out there. All day we're finna see what's going on, but I think he had those injuries that he battled through, and it's like he's recovered from those things, so he's playing much better football.
He had 2 plays. He had 2 plays where I thought he didn't contain on one, on something that I thought, but it could be in the design of the coverage. I just kind of ran it back. I'm like, why he didn't stay outside on that one? But overall, I think he did very well. I think he did very good. He still like this. We need some help on the other end, boy. Because, boy, 34 give up a big play early in the game every time, son.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on over here on this secondary?
Yeah. So, that was my good. I got to get Uriah said the Falcons under the Rico, eh? Yeah, Jason, Grady, man. Listen, Grady be down there battling, man. And Grady just out here like, look here, man. Y'all tell me
this is the same
what Grady basically saying, Uriah speaking to, give me some help. Like Marlon Anderson didn't work out. The guy from Auburn, he was too busy in these streets. So Grady, like, get me some dudes, man. Give me somebody to take the heat off me down here in these trenches. So that's what Grady talking about.
I'm cool. He frustrated. And I hope, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I want everybody to be professional. Make sure in these last 2 games, since you look like technically you're not really playing for anything for your goals about being a Super Bowl champion, but however you get paid and you're professional. So I mean, I can tote that line over here as a fan or a spectator and say, hey, be professional. But Grady Jarrett, if he say something, I'm listening. If he say he want to sit down, I'm listening. I'm listening to him. I ain't listening no problem nobody else. I'm listening to Grady though. And Grady ain't on no rookie contract, no all this stuff. He got his money. But Grady say, I might want to sit down for a minute. I don't know what's going on, right? I need to check my back or whatever he want to do. I'm listening to Grady. And I'm telling you, based on the way that boy been playing the whole year, we've been talking about it every week now, Maceo, getting double teams. He even getting sacks. At the defensive tackle, that's very hard to do, right? You ain't on the edge like defensive ends. Mm-hmm. So yeah, he the only one I'm listening to if he want to just sit the rest down.
Yeah. So I got to turn around on the offensive side of the ball. We know that one thing, Uriah, I think you brought it up as well. You have to get more playmakers on this football team. I mean, you drafted Drake London at 8, so we know what Drake London is, what he's probably going to be as he continues to develop and learn how to hold on to the football. But you got to get a complementary piece. Of course, Pitts is out, but when you got Zacchaeus, you got Bird,
Bird.
all the other guys who running out here getting reps. You got to get something from them. And again, this is why I'm always talking about as a play caller, understanding your personnel, putting these guys in position. So when I'm always talking about the shallow crosses and stuff like that, Bird and Zacchaeus are probably like 2 of the fastest people on the team. Get them the ball in space like that. Run people off and bring somebody under. Get them. Instead of trying to run that quick screen the Drake London, give it to them guys because they more jitterbug. That's a jitterbug play. That's not no play for no big guy.
Yeah,
that's not his play.
They got a lot of short area quickness. They're real shifty.
Yeah, you got to get them. You got to get them the ball, and when you're not getting them the ball, in space, then I mean, why are they out there? And again, this is why I was telling y'all that the playbook was going to shrink because clearly he's not ready to trust Ritter with like these, like, you know, and I already think some of the throws they asking him to throw are dangerous, but they not attacking the middle of the field. They not flooding a particular area. They just run it. It's like three pass plays that the Falcons run, and you know they coming. I mean, you know they coming.
Well,
that's why the offense so easy to defend.
Are you talking about Mac attacking the middle of the field short or long? Because
short. Okay, everybody else attack the middle of the field short.
Yeah. Okay. So
how many times you watch another game and guys running at LaFayette or crosser, a little angle route, and they run it 15, 20, 30 yards every play. CeeDee Lamb is making a killing off of it right now. Okay. He running option routes.
I'm gonna go with you on the short part of it. But when I tell you every pass look like London catches in the middle of the field, now I'm not talking about short. He probably in that intermediate range.
Because he running all Drake London run. He runs skinny post. He run that spot route. That's when he get behind the linebacker, they try to hit him right in that little hole.
Always in the middle. I'm like, and they dangerous too.
Them the only routes they run. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Those are the only routes they run. So if you're gonna do that, have Drake push up through there, because he definitely, everybody think that's where the ball going. So he gonna get everybody's attention. Bring somebody right up under it. That's what. Look, when Waddle caught his touchdown the other day, shoot Tyreek through the defense, immediately get their defense, get everybody's attention. Here come Waddle, about 8-9 yard crosser, hit him. He go 87 yards. The Falcons got fast guys on their team too. You got to get them the ball in space.
Another thing I saw with Ritter is I tried to look at his draft scouting report, just trying to really figure out who this guy is a little bit more. Not listen to Terry Funch, doing Arthur Smith and all that.
Yeah, what you got to do is don't read the scout report. Go look at the film. You go pull up any game at Cincinnati.
Yeah. Well, I think he tries to aim the ball. That's why they were talking about his arm strength. Like he ain't got that zing. that then it's like he placing or aiming the ball. And so what's happening is, if you seen like London caught a ball behind him, it was a nice little catch and caught it for a completion too. But it was behind him. Zacchaeus kept slipping because the ball behind him. Now some people
most of the balls are behind him.
Yeah, most of them. So it's like he placing it and not just like slinging it or throwing with a lot of confidence, or he's just aiming and that's just his throwing motion. That's got to change. And he throwing in the areas where interceptions can damn near happen.
Oh, no.
I'm like, whoa, you throw it. I'm like, what? Do you ever? I haven't seen him throw an out route. I haven't seen him throw a comeback route.
He threw the out route to Drake London where his elbow got down. That was out route.
Well, that was one. Okay, how many of them do you see? They don't throw a lot of out routes.
They don't run them. But that's what I'm saying. And you're right to say it. So if we can see it, no, I'm telling y'all what the defenses are saying. Oh, go watch Mike Up. Go pick any week that the Falcons playing and whoever they playing. Listen to the Mike Up. They be sitting there tell you, hey, dog, follow 5. That's where the ball going.
Yeah.
That's why guys are falling off people. And again, so a lot of times what I used to always do as an offensive coordinator, I would self-scout myself. Because you will get in a rhythm where you'll call the same plays because you know those plays work. But what you got to do is you got to break your tendencies. So because teams say, hey, when they lined up in this percentage, this is what they doing.
That's what they're gonna do.
Well, you give them that same formation because they think this was coming, and you do something totally different. That's what makes the 49ers so fun to watch. Because the 49ers, every week they in trips. You can't just say in trips they run this.
No. Right. Yeah, you gotta break it. I like that.
They do the same thing. When they line up in bunch, first thing you think, oh, it's bunch. If Kelsey in the middle of the bunch, you thinking some scene. Well, get what they did last week. They got in that same formation, that bunch, and everybody bagged out. Yeah, they ran Kelsey down the middle, but they bought somebody. They bought Juju. Kelsey ran that little bender. 4 people went with him. Here comes Juju, about 8 yards. Mahomes, look. He knew all the time. I'm throwing that thing to Juju because all y'all thinking we throwing the ball to Kelsey. And that's what Arthur Smith not doing. He's not self-scouting himself.
And that's surprising to me based on he's supposed to be an offensive kind of man. I'm that offensive guy. And now I get it. Oh, well, he got Henry. Ain't a lot of Derrick Henrys out there. But if that ain't all you got, though, you had to throw the ball. You had to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in the NFL, Maceo, like in the NFL, this is a throwing league, right? Am I correct with saying this is a throwing league? That's why we protect the quarterback. So yeah, you got Henry, and you over here calling these, I guess, genius offensive plays, and Arthur Smith look good. Sean, are you throwing the ball though? You just got Henry. You the only one got Henry. So that's what be frustrating me. We had already picked Arthur Smith, but we say a Terry Fontenot already knew who he wanted.
Yeah, but that was just semantics because Fontenot, they had to wait for him to get out of the contract, but Fontenot, there was already contact, but they had to just do it the right way because it would have been tampering. They went with all they knew they were gonna be together. They knew they were gonna be together.
I got it.
Gotta talk about I always make a note. We gotta talk about Troy Anderson and Mekhi Walker.
We ain't gonna talk. I don't know. Let me hear what you're gonna say about old Troy.
So clearly,
I like Troy.
Clearly, Troy missed too many tackles, but they drafted Troy. I guess they want to see what they got in Troy. They kind of know what they got in Mekhi Walker.
Right.
But I mean, you're probably gonna be stuck with Troy. I mean, like I say, Troy a rookie, so he will be back next year. So I mean, do you like what you're seeing out of Troy Anderson? He been doing a little declining as of late. He overruns every play. He overruns every play.
I guess I don't know if he's too hype or he ain't seeing it. I guess he's too hype. It's not slowed down for him. He ain't slowed down with his stuff. He just overrunning it over everything. But so in your notes, he got a great motor, but he needs to slow down. What you got in there? Because I think he's got a great motor. And I just say overrun everything. He missed so many tackles because he take himself. A lot of times you don't even have to block him because
If you start action one way, now he flying out of there.
I think that about Evans. Hell, I think that about 54. 54 I'd be like, what? How you get caught up, dog? Golly. Evans get caught up all the time.
He
And
do. He don't.
I see it.
He don't know how to scrape. I think that's what they always say. Old school linebacker, you got to scrape.
He ain't scrape. He ain't scrape. We got teach him.
He get caught in the wash. He get caught in the wash. He block himself a lot of times.
And you the middle linebacker. Then you got Emerson trying to, I guess, stand by you because you're a veteran because you came from Tennessee. Arthur brought you over here, so I guess. So I don't know, but no, I'm gonna keep out hope for Troy. Southwest Atlanta didn't know who Troy was. We just saw a white boy could throw the football, run the football, play defense. Like is he another Comiskey? You remember old Comiskey? I thought Comiskey was gonna be. I was like, look at Comiskey. Woo! And then where he ain't even on the roster. So we thought about that with Troy, but then Troy showed me some flash. Troy showed me some little flash. He does have a motor. He still continues to have a motor. But I'm with you. He's overrunning plays. He's missing tackles. One tackle last week, the other week, the dude got the first down. He ran through him. I said, golly. It was like a third and short. He was Johnny on the spot. But
both say 54 trash out there.
Yeah. Oh, Evan. Yeah, Evan. Man, but I've been talking about Evanson for the past couple of weeks. We ain't got no middle linebacker. I'm glad you echoed that because you can't. Because if you are objective, like you say, most of the time you are, and you watch the tape. Oh, yeah. Every now and then a squirrel can catch a net. So I caught one. That boy Evans, he a liability, son. I'm glad you seen it too. I'm glad you seen it.
Yeah. I mean, it just, and you're right. Listen, I've been on it again. Pete to tell y'all. 2 years ago, I told the fact I was like, man, draft Michael Parsons. Draft Michael Parsons, dog. I mean, that was a no-brainer.
That we should,
that should have been a damn no-brainer. But at some point, all the focus is going. So you gotta get one side of the ball right.
Right.
You gotta get one side of the ball right. The last couple of years, you done spent all these picks on offense. You just need to say, hey, we gonna build a championship caliber defense. Let's fix the defense. It's more good pieces on defense than offense. Let's fix defense. So we always talk about up the middle. Defense strength up the middle. So you got Grady.
Right.
Gotta get your linebacker.
Gotta get you a middle.
Probably need your safety, but you good at corner. You got a nice first round shutdown corner out there.
Right.
Get him some help. Yeah, I mean, you stuck with Richard Grant for about 2 more years, but you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Mason, what for the call on the carpet today, and I've been holding this in, but I'm gonna go on and call him on the carpet.
Who?
That one, Rich McKay. And let me talk about why I'm calling Rich McKay on the carpet. Rich McKay has been around the organization for a long time. He was help drafting players. Everybody knows.
He's a businessman. He's a businessman now.
He's a businessman now. But I got it because Arthur kind of trying to come out that role, and he just the owner, but he gave the duties, the CEO type of title to Rich. So Rich McKay is the president. Got all that. But Rich McKay Foundation is picking players. He was a part of a lot of the picking players that we did.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let you do that. Rich McKay not sending them means. He's not sending them means. I'm telling you.
So he's not sending them means. He's not doing that.
Rich McKay is more business operations, the building, out doing this stuff. He doing a lot of stuff with Arthur Blank. Like he almost trying because somebody grooming his ad to be an owner or something. He not doing none of this stuff.
So what is this curse about us picking goons and players that me and you can see? Like you say, a no-brainer, Michael Parsons. Why are we still picking guys that we don't understand? And you can't even vouch for why they got that guy. Even you get stuck. You like
I keep telling you. Once Arthur Blank got burnt by Mike Vick, he not. If a guy is questionable, he off their board. I'm telling you, he's just off their board.
But who is telling you? Is Arthur saying, "Hey, listen, guys, I know I'm busy," like you just told me. Rich McKay.
That's his philosophy. That's the only thing Arthur Blank talks about. And listen, if a guy has questionable character, I don't want to part of his organization.
So once he told him that now he gonna do operations, meaning Rich McKay can do operation, everybody from the GM on down, no, I don't want questionable guys.
Questionable guys are not gonna play for Atlanta. I mean, just continue to watch. If a guy is questionable, even if he get here like Marlon, listen, see how quick they got rid of Marlon Davidson. If you are questionable, you're not gonna be in Atlanta long.
And that's a problem. That's a, you know that. I mean, I don't want nobody. Listen, make sure you know there's a level of goonish
listen. No doubt about it. It's the reason, and I say this all the time. It's the reason some organizations will take chances on a player because they look at, hey, well, what if he pan out? Versus you got another group of organizations who be like, we just can't bring him in because see, a lot of people, and see, y'all got to understand this too.
The locker room chemistry.
Not so much locker room, dog. This city, I'm gonna say that one more time. This city, you have to always envision. You have to do extra work on people because this city take people under.
They'll corrupt you.
It take him under. Like
you gotta be. Is the reason he won.
Listen, this is what I'm telling you. Just go down the list of guys. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. A lot of people at Depot, people like, man, Depot had a reputation of being in these streets. And people
elbow tackling.
And people start like, hey, his productivity, like he got a little money, he started hanging out, then productivity went down. No, you have to factor that in when bringing guys here. I mean, you have to.
So we got to go back to the Brian Scotts.
Well, I mean, not that much level of choir.
Okay, we want them singing in the choir, orchestra, playing piano, playing the violin.
So you want the guy? I mean, you want a guy who been in fights.
Yeah, I need somebody.
But you don't want guy pulling guns. Like,
no,
okay,
you
was in a fight. Okay, what happened in the fight?
You would take up for my brother,
right? So, but now if you were like, oh man, you know, man, I pulled that, I had that strap. Then you're like, yeah, we're gonna take him off our board.
But no, you know what? I have to be careful with that because when people hear me, they think that I'm cool with domestic violence. Like Lord, I'm not cool with that.
It was a stretch. Listen, they really and truly had to talk Arthur Blank into, hey, we gotta get into Deshaun sweepstake. But you also remember, Deshaun had a relationship with Arthur Blank in the Falcons prior to.
I think he was a ball boy.
He was a ball boy. So I mean, they've known Deshaun. You know, Deshaun's family was a recipient of one of Warwick Dunn household. They know Deshaun. So they were willing to, like, because I mean, you know, hey, push come to shove. I mean, we know the guy. We can go back as far as, like, say, I mean, it's pictures of him up at Flower Brant when he was a kid. So but for the most part, and he a quarterback. But for the most part, if a guy got that thing that he gonna be out here hanging out with AG Entertainment and he gonna be in the city, you know what I'm saying? He gonna be in rap video, you know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, nah, he's not gonna be a good fit. He's not gonna be a Falcon. He's not gonna be a Falcon.
You know, I had to, just talking about this little conversation, I'm going way back. I had to throw Dion in this, man. Dion was in the city, and he was in the city. He was with Jermaine Dupri at 112 and all that stuff. But he kept it business though. Dion came on the field and still was a dog week in and week out. But he did hang out. He did enjoy the limelight. He did enjoy the black Hollywood, is like some people.
Yeah, but he also didn't drink. He also didn't smoke.
He didn't drink and he didn't smoke.
Right. Like you say, he took care of business on the field.
On the field, I had to give it. That adds to more some of the stuff, his credibility, and why we still love him too, Maceo. And I'm just thinking about it. Coming like, that's our life, flamboyant, gold necklace outside with JD and them.
But he also, again, he wasn't a troublemaker. He never got in trouble in high school, never got in trouble in college. Like I say, he didn't drink, he didn't smoke.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. That's easy. Because your productivity on the field kind of match everything else that right. A complete package. Versus you got a guy who you like, whoo, Lord, okay, he a talent. But man, he like to do this.
That's why that's why I like Jerry Jones, man. I mean, I like Jerry Jones because Jerry Jones, even though y'all is like a love-hate relationship with Jerry Jones, I like him because what he do is say, I'm gonna get this guy, but guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna put 24/7 police around. We're gonna give him all the Ubers he needs.
Yeah,
we're gonna give him all the Ubers.
But that's because Jerry understands. See, again, y'all think he had Mike Irvin, who's probably the craziest mofo, the craziest mofo in the NFL. Yeah, Eric Williams, who was another crazy mofo. He had all these guys, but the one thing that you could always say about them guys, when it was time to work, like they didn't let they let the off the field problems affect on the field.
Okay.
It never did. Now it got out of hand where it did cost them. In
the hotel.
But they had already won, so they had so many pelts on the wall,
right?
That it's like Bill Belichick. Now, who gonna go in and fire Bill Belichick?
Yeah,
listen. His track record say, "Hey man, let me do what I do, dog. I'm gonna win." Now his philosophy kind of going left now.
Yeah,
because hey.
He got Brady.
He got Brady,
And he got Josh McDaniels for calling. Hey, listen, we're gonna end up being in a dilemma, man. We're gonna be picking again, probably around top 5, 6. We're gonna be in the top 10
right now. So today,
it's 6 or 7.
It'd be at 7. Right. 7 right now. So if the draft was today, Fab be picking at 7. You'll have it's so crazy because we had what is assignment we had to do. Because they working on this show y'all this so funny. Where this thing at?
Jason. Hey man, everybody to my defense here. I mean, I don't even know what's out there now, boy. I'm gonna start doing my homework or something. So I'm looking at these running backs though, but we don't need no running backs. But these backs out here doing their thing. I'm gonna try to see what's the best draft class. It's gonna be DBs, it's gonna be cornerbacks, it's gonna be wide receiver. Wide receiver might be leading the thing though.
This was crazy, y'all. So this the exercise that we're working on right now. So they basically got like everybody's starting to do these mocks. So like in this mock right here, how crazy it is. So at number 1, people think, okay, Houston got number 1 pick. Houston gonna take a quarterback, so it's either gonna be Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. Here we starting here Anthony Richardson name now, so we don't know, but we know that's gonna be a quarterback at 1.
Yeah.
At number 2 right now, yeah. So that's Houston.
I know number 2. What team at 2? I'm gonna tell you who it is.
Chicago Bears.
Well, if they want to keep that defense up, they're gonna try to protect.
So they don't need a quarterback. So they're gonna probably take Jalen Carter from Georgia.
Okay, Carter of defense. Okay, good. Yeah, but I was thinking about Anderson because I like Anderson for myself from Alabama, 31, because he's a linebacker.
But you like him for Atlanta.
I like him for Atlanta, but I know, I do. Yes.
He probably ain't gonna be there. But you got to figure. Everybody for the most part, everybody say Jalen Carter the best defensive player. So he might be the first defensive player to go out the board. So that's it. That's it.
Number 88. You talking about number 88, right? Yeah.
So number 3, you got Seattle, who got Denver pick.
Ooh, but they gonna go?
They probably gonna go defense. So they're probably where Will Anderson gonna go.
So maybe okay. So you think they like their quarterback situation?
Yeah. I think they're gonna ride with Geno one more year because
one more year
with Geno. They know that we run the football. Why draft CJ Stroud and have him come and hand off 25 times? We're not doing it.
Okay. No, I'm going with it. But you see why I thought about quarterback because is he your franchise quarterback? Because you know what I'm saying. But you saying it for timing wise, they got time.
Yeah, they got time, and they got 2 first-round draft picks, so they can get a quarterback later on.
Okay.
So here you go. You got Arizona. Arizona not taking a quarterback. So there's going to be another defensive player. Right now. There's going to be another defensive player.
Shoot, defense I don't think defense they damn problem. They can't move they moved the ball last.
Yeah, you can't never have enough defense. You can't never have enough defense.
I guess so.
You look at JJ Watt ass getting old.
Yeah.
So here you go. Now another team that's probably gonna need a quarterback. The Indianapolis Colts need a quarterback.
Yeah, they need a quarterback.
So there was a quarterback gonna be drafted right now.
They need a quarterback, definitely.
No quarterback gonna get drafted right there. And so then, for Atlanta, so here you go. Atlanta sitting there in that spot where a defensive player they gonna have to pick of the little. Cause have you seen enough of Desmond Ritter where you say we don't got to take a quarterback in the first round? So do you take the best defensive player available? You should.
We are. We're in that. Like I said, we're in that catch-22. To your point, Desmond Ritter ain't got 25 stars. So far as they concerned, we still did our homework. We know Desmond our guy, so they can stand by their gun. Because GMs and stuff, they got pride. They know they think they got the best person on their board, and they will just like number 70 for Matthews for us. But that boy, we will never let Matthews go to save our life. That boy, Thomas Dimitrov, he knew he should swore by, hey man, this is the best left tackle in the game. Jake Matthews. We would never let that boy go. And he's still on the team to this day. And he all right, but he just, I don't think it was the best. He was giving up so much stuff at the wrong time. Well, I'm with you. I see some things that I'm thinking like, oh, things can change. And you're right, it's still a preliminary draft board. Stocks can rise. The combine, somebody looks hot, and then we don't get up off that guy. We want to look at this wide receiver. Why his draft stock is getting high. So, okay, we'll see. But we right there, like you say, we might easily could be in the top 5, picking that fifth. Because I don't know if we're gonna win the next. You think we're gonna win that? Okay, you think we're gonna win these next 2 games? What you think?
I don't know about that. I mean, I don't.
Me too. Me neither. And get what? Some of these teams that before us, they may mess around and get a win or 2 wins, and then we can easily be moving up from 7 to 5th. Man, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy, man. So what we gotta understand is that all these guys, they had their boys. That's a good point that you talked about, how it's gonna be a guy, and we see it happen every year. The guy don't nobody know. He gonna go to the combine. He just gonna blow everybody away. Oh my God!
Right.
I gotta get him.
Right.
Then it's gonna be a guy who's sitting there who everybody know, and you like, hey, I look at Aiden Hutchinson. If I remember correctly, a lot of people like, man, Aiden Hutchinson gonna be a boss. He gonna be
We was on point. Listen,
but what I'm saying, the consensus was Michigan, Big Ten. Look what happened to George game. I mean, but that's how people do it. I mean, but that's natural,
right? Natural.
And then boom. Hell, he probably is
he balling out of control for Detroit.
I mean, but is it?
Listen, but make your partner is, some of these people think that he played with Michigan, but we can get him in our weight room. We can get him on our dietitian program. We can teach him some more tricks that he didn't learn in Michigan to make him a dumber player. He got all the measurables. He benched well. He squatted well. He did all those physical attributes. And all we got to do is turn those physical attributes into poetry and motion on that edge. And he's doing it. And also our boy, too, from the other defensive end. You know what I'm talking about? For the Giants. We were both on them. Yeah. We were both on them. Both of them, the defensive ends, we were both on them. We love them, boy. And they showing that they were worthy.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, it's the draft. I always say this, and since I've really been doing a lot of different stuff, getting ready for the draft for different people, draft is truly, beauty is what's the phrase? Beauty is
the eye of the beholder.
Dude, one man's trash, another man's treasure. Somebody be like, hey man, he don't fit us. Well, he fit us perfect. He don't fit us. But think about this, and I always laugh about this. And I'm giving you a perfect example. And this is how we know. We talk about this. We laugh about this all the time. How the draft is not the exact science.
Right.
So
Everything 50-50, man. It's really 50-50.
hello, this the one we were doing. This
First
the one
round
we
picks
this
don't
the
never
one we were
pan out
doing
like
the
they
other.
supposed to.
So this the what this thing got? Okay, so I always use this as a measuring stick, y'all. So I always use like Devontae Adams. So y'all do know it was 8 wide receivers drafted before Devontae Adams. 8 receivers went before Devontae Adams. Now, a lot of y'all probably remember Devontae Adams' senior year at Fresno State. The man almost went for about 1,600 yard receiving. He led the country in touchdown. But of course, you know what they say. He at Fresno State. He ain't no Power 5 school. So here go the 8 guys that were drafted before Devontae Adams, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all this list, and then we're
He
gonna
done it before, y'all. I heard the list.
we're gonna have fun with this list, y'all. So Sammy Watkins was the first receiver taken in that draft in 2000.
Oh, he caught a pass on us.
Yeah, after he just been cut. He got cut again. He just been cut, and he back. But listen, I ain't gonna be lie. I thought Sammy Watkins, the way he performed at Clemson, I was like, this a dog. Like, he gonna come in. I thought he was gonna cut the NFL up.
I'm with you. I thought he was gonna be doing good.
But people I know who kind of they like, hey, the money turned them out. They let the money turn them out. But it happened. So Sammy Watkins was the first receiver taken. Mike Evans was the next receiver taken in that draft. Mike Evans nice.
Right, Mike Evans nice.
Mike Evans borderline could be a Hall of Famer. He got numbers.
Yeah, he got numbers.
Super Bowl. So Mike Evans was nice.
We F with Mike.
So here we go. Odell Beckham.
Oh, we mess with him.
Now
I mess with him.
You can see Odell, even though his career started out slow. The thing we can kind of say about Odell now that we kind of in it now, injury prone.
He need to get what what's his name? My boy from Miami, Frank Gore, knee surgery. He need to get with him.
Yeah. So Odell, at one point, Odell was probably the best wide receiver in football.
Yes, I agree.
I think we can say at least top 3.
I agree.
I think we can say that. So then next you had Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, kind of journeyman, fast guy, little guy, but okay, he all right. He Devontae Adams.
I like it, but he ain't Devontae.
Now here go a bus that went in the first round. Kelvin Benjamin.
Oh, he showed it.
Florida State, big body, star, kind of ate his way out the NFL.
Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, he would be.
I ate his way out the NFL. Now, good old Marquise Lee.
I don't even want to try to figure out who Marquise
USC,
Lee is.
Marquise Lee. I remember Marquise Lee at USC. People, oh my God. You know how they fall in love with USC guys.
Right.
Marquise Lee was that deal out there wearing that burgundy and them gold pants. So Marquise Lee, okay. Another guy who was a bum. Jordan Matthews.
I don't even see what I'm talking about.
See, Jordan Matthews, Philadelphia Eagles. Then he went to Seattle for a time. He done bounced around the league.
These folks be reaching. That was a reach. That was reaching. These coaches reaching, thinking they finna find diamonds in the rough to be great.
Another, and I know nobody remember this guy because this guy did nothing but stay hurt. Paul Richardson, Seattle Seahawks.
Oh my God.
Started Seattle. He was watching Redskins. He probably out the league right now. And then finally, Devontae Adams. So this is why I always tell you, and y'all, you can do this with any draft. It's guys, and again, that's why I was telling y'all with the quarterbacks, need 25 stars. People don't really start evaluating quarterbacks to 25 stars. Yeah, both that, and this is what I'm saying. You have to be careful. I'm gonna do one more for y'all. Like we do this exercise all the time. In one of our groups because it's almost like you just like, man, what? So let's take Russell Wilson draft class. I had this one too. Let's see. So It was 10 quarterbacks drafted ahead of Russell Wilson.
Okay.
So let's get let's get it wasn't 10. Hold on, what little thing at? Russ was in the 2012 draft class. Russell Wilson draft class. Everybody. Yeah, listen.
Hey, but hold on. I know Russell Wilson. Some of his draft class. He a third rounder because I was looking up the third rounders.
Yeah, he
the cream of his little third round crop. But he went like what?
So Russell Wilson was in the draft with Andrew Luck. That was the Andrew Luck RG3 draft.
Okay, yeah, I don't know about
no, that. Jason, we're not giving Russell Wilson a break today. No, we're not. We're not.
I cook better than Russ.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Keep cooking on the two, Pete. Keep cooking on him.
I cook better than Russ now. But go ahead.
You had Andrew Luck. You had RG3 in that draft. Ryan Tannehill was in that draft. Who else was in this draft?
Shoot, I know. Well, we know we had Matt Shaw, but I don't know if he went before Russ or after Russ.
Nah, he went in the draft. Nick Foles was in this draft.
Yep.
Good old Nick Foles.
Hey, man, I just was looking at that because I just trying to see third round draft pick quarterback. Wait, when you get a quarterback in the third round, what do you get? Is this a gamble?
Okay, here we go. Here we go, y'all.
You got the order.
Yeah, well, I got it now. I got it. So, of course, Andrew Luck. There was the Andrew Luck draft. And then you had RG3. RG3 went up in that thing. Then the next guy off the board was Ryan Tannehill. Y'all forget, Ryan Tannehill was a first rounder. Ryan Tannehill went first round. He played wide receiver. He went to Texas A&M as a wide receiver and was a first round quarterback. Lord have mercy. Then good old Brandon Wheaton, everybody. The old baseball player, Brandon Wheaton. He went before Russ. Brock Osweiler, baby.
Yeah.
Brock Osweiler, 6'6" gunslinger. Stop.
What year was Russ? 20 what?
2012.
12. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Those are the guys that went before Russ, and about four of them, matter of fact, most of them out the league, but Tannehill. So,
Nick Foles.
No, crap. And this is what I tell y'all every year before everybody get excited about the draft. The draft is a crap shoot.
Yeah.
Crap shoot. And it's all about, hey, did you pick the right guy? Did you pick the right guy for your system? It's tough, y'all.
It's tough, man.
It's tough. But I mean, hey, this is why these guys do it. That's why these guys get paid the big bucks, and that's also why these guys get fired. If you got a draft and that draft don't work out, and all of a sudden you looking around, we 0-15 and we ain't made the playoffs, somebody gonna get fired.
That's why it's so fun around by this time, because we can all be GMs. Because me, like I said, and I'm gonna use Michael Parsons because we were both on it. Went to the Cowboys. We could have had him, and it was a need there. And so I'm using that as one of those examples that we could have been a GM and made the splash. Me and you, we could have been a GM. And we need that guy. Let's get that guy.
Let's go get that guy.
It's so to me, and it's everybody can be a GM, and it's fun to be able to do that.
Everybody can't be a GM.
Oh, everybody can't be.
Everybody can't be a GM, and I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody can't be a GM.
When you say that,
I mean, just because the work, like I just don't really think people understand the work that goes into it to be an area scout, and then the area scout got to report to the national scout. Then the national scout got to put these reports together, and then you hand them to the GM. Then the GM got to take all of this information, and then they have to put them on these boards. Then they have to look at their needs. Then you got to look at, okay, who we losing free agency, who we need to sign the free agency. Then I got to get with my capologist, and we got to figure, hey, can we get this guy to give us 2 years for $12 million? Hell nah, he ain't finna give you 2 years for $12 million. So now you got to go get this dude. Huh?
Do you look at depth in the position, right? Depth in the position.
Yeah.
Like if your position is very low in depth, do you look okay? Because I do that too.
You're right, but you're right. That's the trick because you have a lot of guys. So y'all, let's right now because I because he my guy. Let's take Kobe.
Okay.
So a lot of teams liked Kobe, but one of the things a lot of people talked about with Kobe was his size.
Right.
So people were like, well, he 5'10" as a corner. That's kind of borderline. There was some other teams saying, but what the Rams saw in Kobe was a playmaker.
Right.
Who at DB, he can actually catch the football. Because the one thing he did in college, if you threw his way, he got his hands on the ball and he made you pay. And we got to see that. Everybody got to see that Sunday.
Yeah, it was on display.
He gonna jump it. Like he almost.
How tall Sauce is? Sauce what? Sauce ain't big.
Sauce 6'2".
Sauce 6'2". He's
God to say to now Sauce 2, Sauce like 165, 170.
Yeah, because he look okay,
he's
man.
6'2". Like he had his damn arm span. He got a Kevin Durant type arm wingspan.
Okay, I didn't know he didn't look tall. Okay, 6'2".
But that's the thing. So the Rams look smarter taking Kobe at 4 in the 4th round, while other guys were like, we can get him in the 6, or we can get him in 7, or we get him in free agency. Look how smart the Rams look today. So you and see, as a scout and as a GM, that's how you oh no, you're right. Listen, I said you're right. Listen, don't nobody swear they can be a GM more than me, but I know how I am. Right. First thing I'm gonna draft all receivers and see that. So I'm gonna get fired because they're gonna be like, hey man, you gotta look at another position. Beside that, so that's a good one, Tariq Wooten. So I was telling people, and I reposted it a couple of weeks ago, but I was telling anybody who would listen, Tariq Wooten is gonna be the steal of the draft because he was actually a receiver who somebody was like, dude, you're gonna make more money if you turn around and backpedal. And now this guy, who was probably one of the fastest guys at the combine. Oh yeah, my God! Imagine if you were opposite AJ. Now you got the corner locked down for the next 10 years. So that's why the draft's so funny. Because, like I say, everybody didn't see Tariq that way. But what they saw in Seattle was the next Richard Sherman. Because that's who they comped him to. So I mean. You just gotta be careful with all that.
I just look. Sauce, he goes 6'3", 200.
Yeah, that was Sauce, man, bro. You can't coach that.
No, he talk with him. There's another one we were all in on. There was a couple people we were all in on collectively with the same saying, but this man gonna be right. Yeah, Sauce one of them.
And it's crazy because Seattle they got Wooten on one side. And then on the other side, they got Kobe Bryant, who was Sauce battery mate at Cincinnati.
Okay.
He played opposite Sauce. And both of them, matter of fact, y'all, hey, Kobe Bryant won the Thorpe Award. Sauce didn't win the Thorpe. Kobe Bryant won the Thorpe Award as the best corner in America. So, again, I showed the link case ahead. But again, here you go. The funny part about it, we were high on Richie Grant.
We was
on Richie Grant. Richie Grant was a top 5.
So did what you told me about Richie, because I didn't know who he was. You told me you had to hit me too, and I had to look. You say, Melvin, look at this, and then go do you. And I looked at him, and then I got back. I got with you like, oh, okay. Yeah. But in the beginning, I didn't know who he was. But you say, Pete, the boy been in the league. But he was 5th year senior or 6th year senior. He an old ass man, and you were like, he good, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I saw a couple of his stats. You know, they're gonna show me the good highlight film.
Yeah.
He don't show me good highlight film, but I didn't have him on my radar. I'm giving you credit for that. And guess what? He went as you projected. Not telling you how he's playing now.
No, because what we know now is a lot of people say, hey, he like being in them streets. So
yeah. So
y'all have to factor that in Atlanta, y'all. You got to factor that. Say big factor.
That's what I hate about it.
He like the party.
I be wanting that to be the attraction to come here. But then it's a double-edged sword because you get here and you get sucked in that hole. And that hole serious. And that whole serious. I don't even want to talk about it. It's serious. That's all I can tell you.
Listen, I always tell people this. If y'all ever go, this is gonna be y'all homework for the night, and y'all gonna be shocked by some of the people y'all gonna see. Go to Icebox, go to Icebox ATL, go to their Instagram, and look at some of the people who done came through there to buy jewelry. And then start thinking about their careers. Then you're gonna be like,
yeah,
that was going on.
Drip, go to Icebox.
Hey, guess who done made multiple trips to Icebox? Anthony Davis.
What?
Yeah, well, he done bought his last 2 Rolexes out of Icebox.
Hey, listen, hey, speaking of Anthony Davis, man, LeBron
LeBron be in there Friday. What y'all do? LeBron will be in there Friday.
Listen, I would say that. Well, then they're gonna get off the losing slide. Goddamn, they're gonna get. So get what, man? Listen, if LeBron got to get up with Jokic. Now I know it ain't gonna never happen. I just throw that out there. LeBron gonna have to get with Nikola Jokic if he gonna win another championship. Cause I don't see, cause he's not gonna get with Embiid. He's not gonna get with Giannis. He gonna have to get with Nikola Jokic. AD not gonna be it, man. Listen, AD not gonna. Man, we hurt that foot. I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And he out for what? Man, okay, all right. I'll do it. I'll do it with the cane. That was just that cane job.
You're right. That's your homework for the night. Go to Icebox Instagram and just scroll it, cause they videotape it. Everybody coming up. They did some teeth for Le'Veon Bell. Then when you seen Le'Veon Bell in the NFL, no more. Some of y'all favorite players be off in Icebox.
Boy, you stupid.
I'm just telling y'all, man. Hey, man, that's our show, man. I'm sorry, it was my fault that we late, y'all. It was my fault.
Oh, good, man. Well, we love you. Heard everybody was anticipating. Everybody kind of hit me up. Couple people hit me up. What y'all gonna do? Y'all doing? Y'all going? I said,
yeah, we going. We always gonna go on Monday, y'all. Whether it be early or late, we going on Monday.
You ready?
On Monday. I hope y'all had a great holiday. I can't stress to y'all, I am the easiest person in America to shop for. My family proved that once again. I am the easiest person to shop for. My daughter said.
And then old Eric got that. I'm easy to shop for too. I say stop. But then you listen, but hold on. But he had them jogging pants on. I think that was some funny inside. So I'm leaving out.
What was that?
No, you said, what about the pants? You said,
nah.
Yeah, and then you dot that thing.
Yeah, because y'all, so the joke was, I'm gonna get on about that. E don't want no regular jogging pants. Like, so whoever bought just E them jogging pants don't know E. E was tights. Everything E be tight. She don't want no jogging pants. What the hell about no jogging pants?
You put that like I never got to say that.
I'm gonna get on about it. I'm like,
y'all gonna go Tuesday, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go tomorrow. We got big weekend in Atlanta. Y'all say the Lakers will be here Friday, Saturday. We got the Georgia game. Hey man, let's go watch the Georgia game. It don't look like I'm going to the game. It look like my plug done sold all the tickets. He done made all the money on the tickets, y'all. He done made all the money. And I ain't mad at him.
All right, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Yeah,
I got to say in the morning.
Right? That's New Year's Eve, ain't it?
Yeah. No, because New Year's is Sunday. And then
but the game Saturday. The game on 31st.
Right. On New Year's Eve. Exactly right. Yeah.
Hey,
we'll figure it out.
I might watch a half. All right, have mercy. All right, y'all. We in the win, my friends.
Hey, the game 13-3.
13-3. Who winning?
Chargers. You know the Colts at home.